In a world that had long forgotten what it was like to live without fear, Arya was a young woman who longed for something more than the dull and oppressive existence that was her reality. Every day she woke up, went to work at the factory, and returned home to her tiny apartment. But despite the monotony of her life, she refused to give up hope. One day, Arya stumbled upon a hidden corner of the city where a small group of rebels were gathering. They were planning a revolution, a way to overthrow the corrupt government that had taken over the world so many years ago. Arya was hesitant at first, but she felt a spark of excitement deep within her. Could this be the change she had been waiting for? As she began to spend more time with the rebels, Arya learned about the horrors that had befallen the world. The government had taken control of every aspect of society, and those who dared to speak out were punished severely. The air was polluted, the water was contaminated, and food was scarce. People were forced to live in cramped and unsanitary conditions, and those who didn't comply were sent to work camps or worse. The rebels had a plan, a way to take back control of their lives and free themselves from the oppressive government. Arya knew that this was her chance to make a difference, to fight for a better future. She joined the rebellion, and they began to train her in the ways of combat and strategy. Months passed, and the day of the rebellion finally arrived. Arya and the other rebels moved through the city, fighting against the government forces with all their might. The air was thick with smoke and the sound of gunfire, but Arya kept moving forward, her heart pounding in her chest. In the end, the rebels emerged victorious, and the government was overthrown. The people of the city were finally free, and Arya felt a sense of triumph and relief wash over her. She knew that there was still much work to be done, but for the first time in a long time, she felt hopeful about the future. As she looked out over the city, Arya knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in her life. She had fought for what she believed in, and now she had the power to shape her own destiny. In a world that had been destroyed by greed and corruption, Arya had found a way to bring hope back to the people.